Alright, so in this video, we're going to be speaking about the fact that as a man, you need to stay focused, you need to stay building, you need to stay progressing, and you mustn't get distracted on the path by women. Why? Because women will be there in the end. They will be waiting for you at the finishing line because they are so addicted and so attracted by value that they literally cannot help it. So don't worry, you don't need to be distracted. They're going to be there anyway. And this is one of the reasons why you should get onto practicing retaining your energy, remaining more disciplined so that you can give that energy to productive pursuits that are going to build your value as a man. So the reason why I say this, because as men, as young guys especially, we can lose our way by overindulging in pleasure with women. This happens to me. You know, I have to tell myself, yo, stay focused. Stop getting distracted, because I'm the type of person, when I fall into something, I do it like tremendously. So when I fall into the habit of indulging in too much pleasure with women, I can lose my way. I have to tell myself, yo, stay focused, stay focused, stay focused. Don't worry, they'll be there. And you know, sometimes you fear that, hey, I will miss out on the chance to enjoy my 20s, and I'll miss out on the chance to get girls when they're in their 20s, when they're in their prime. Because you're thinking, well, if it takes me until I'm in my 30s to work on myself, then I'm going to lose out on the opportunity. And I'm here to confirm to you that's not true. First of all, God is not running out of hot women. He's never going to run out. There was hot women 100,000 years ago. There was hot women 5,000 years ago. There's hot women 1,000 years ago, 100 years ago, 5 years ago. There's hot women now. There will be hot women in 1 year. There will be hot women in 10 years. There will be more hot women in 200 years. God is not running out of supplying men and rewarding men for their efforts and their value with hot women. So you don't need to worry. You don't need to think, oh, but I need to do it right now. There will always be a supply of hot women for you to choose from, as long as you're that guy. And as you increase your value, the selection that you're able to get with goes up. Because, of course, quality attracts quantity. And in this case, quality will attract quantity and quality, because you're going to get a more quality woman the more quality you build in yourself. So you just need to stay focused. The second aspect, so the first aspect is God is not running out. But the second aspect is that girls want men of value, and they're willing to choose up, especially in age, if he has it. So I saw this post, right? It was like this street interview where this guy was asking the girls, so what is the oldest guy you would get with? And the girl, she looked like in her late 20, maybe like 25, I don't know, can't remember, but she looked like she was in the late 20s possibly. And she said, the oldest guy I would get with is 31 if he had no money. But if he has money, the oldest I would get with is 57. So what this shows is that she's willing to not even break, but adjust her rules for a guy who has value. So that guy who is 57, if he worked on himself, he can still get tremendously hot women. Do you get what I'm saying? Because let's say it's not just about money, but let's just say he worked on himself and made himself wealthy, but in all areas. So financially, spiritually, emotionally, intellectually, he has information and knowledge that can help his woman. He has connections and a social circle, which would upgrade the experience of her life and the people she knows and the things that she does in her career, or what she's trying to build herself. If he has knowledge about health, you know, he has he lives in the finest of fashions. He wears the finest fashion. He lives a quality life. She's not going to go, oh, he's older. She's not going to do that. That's why the whole sugar daddy thing can even exist, right? Now, I'm not saying you should be an old man trying to do this, but what I am trying to say is that you can put away 5 to 10 years, and if let's say you're 18, the smartest thing you can do is think to yourself for the next 15 years. But you don't think like that, because you're thinking, well, I'm going to be old at 33. But when you get to 33, I'm not 33 yet, but I know that 33 is not going to feel old. You're still going to feel young, right? You're still going to feel like you're in your 20s, but just with more responsibilities. But when you're 18, you don't see it like that. You get told, hey, let me have fun now, because I'm not going to be able to enjoy it when I'm 30. And that's a total lie. And you might think, oh, but I want the hot girls now. What if the hot girls don't want me when I'm older? That's absolutely not true, like we've just said, because the girl, you know, she looks for value, and the guy that has it is the guy she wants to get with, as long as she finds him physically attractive. But that would just be motivation to keep yourself in shape and keep yourself looking good anyway, right? So God is never running out of hot women. Hot women want you know, men that are valuable. And if you're a 35-year-old, or if you're a 40-year-old, and you worked on yourself, then I always see these guys saying, oh yeah, you know, just stay down, guys. I'm getting girls come to me now, or the commitment I'm getting from girls is crazy, and it just wasn't like this in my 20s, but that's because I'm stable now, blah blah blah, all of that stuff. And I see these guys commenting, or, you know, saying their stuff, and you can see that they mean it. You know what I mean? I believe them, because they've taken time out to work on themselves. And this is how life was traditionally. Traditional relationships was always a man taking time out to build himself, so that by the time a girl gets with him and she goes straight into marriage with him, he's secure. That's how it's supposed to be. Now, interestingly, I would actually say it's the opposite for women. I'm going to end this video in a second. I don't want it to be too long, but it's actually the opposite for women. Women are not supposed to work on them, on their career and their money and all of that stuff to get a guy when he's you know, like, she wants to get him after her 30s, because that's not what men go for. Men generally like youth. You know, think about this entire video. This video would be, hey, you can delay, and the younger hot girl's still gonna want you, which means the older guy wants the younger girl, because younger girls want older men, and older men want younger women. So I would actually say that a younger woman shouldn't value her career, shouldn't value building this external stuff. She should actually spend her time getting that guy now. So in the 20s is when a woman has her prime. In the 30s and beyond is when the man is in his prime. So this is just a reason and a reminder to stay focused. Don't get hit off the path. Stay progressing. Stay working on yourself. Stay building that value, because in the end, rewards will come. You know, nature and God wants to reward the man who has worked on himself with an abundance of things in many areas, including women. So I want you to let me know what you think of this video, and answer this question, right? Have you lost your way before? And what is it like building, or what do you feel like on this journey of building? But also for the men that are at the end, let's say a guy who's in his 30s and 40s, can you confirm or deny what I'm saying in terms of, hey, when you build and when you get to a certain point, things become much more easier with women anyway? So comment down below, let Reemus know, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.